Hi. Okay, so technically this is December 11th. I was supposed to vlog yesterday and I did a little bit, but I go home and I put everything together and edit it, put the little title in the front. We ran out of internet last night at home. Yeah, we don't get unlimited internet in the country. Doesn't happen. We have, I think, a few hundred gig, and we have teenagers. Well, technically not teenagers so much anymore, young adults. Quinn, 18, turning 19, finished school, working, but you know, when he's home, he's watching videos. Tim works from home. He's watching podcasts and he's watching Netflix, and we don't have television cable, so we watch Netflix in the evening sometimes. And then I was home a couple days and I was catching up on some podcast watching. And then Leah, our dear sweet daughter, who is now 21, has been home two weekends in the last month. So there has been serious internet abuse in our household. Everyone, especially with Leah, because she plays unlimited. She's got as much as she wants. She, in her little apartment, her little room in the house that she rents with a bunch of people. So she's used to just like plowing through the old internet. 1 hour video is 1 gig. You would think we could do it, but anyways, so we ran out, and luckily midnight was the switch date, so we're back online, and another month to get through. But so how many of you have young adults, early 20s, teenagers, that have moved out and keep coming back home? I thought living in the country, she really wanted to be in the city. She was not coming home anymore because she's in the city now. She got where she wanted to be. She doesn't like it so much. Anyways, who knows? She hasn't fully decided. At this point, she's still kind of figuring it out which way she wants to go. But I have to admit, I mean, she's had a hard go of it. The room she moved into had some issues with some bed bugs. We got rid of them, but that was highly stressful and horrible. And trying to share a kitchen with a bunch of people has been fairly horrible because there's certain roommates that don't clean anything and leave all their disgusting mess and food for other people to clean up. And she's a pretty neat and tidy person, surprisingly. But it's turned out that way. Yeah, so, and then she's been sick, and then now it turns out that she is sick again. They think it's just the flu, low-grade fever for a few days, but yeah, the doctor said it's been going around. Because we actually ended up in the emergency on Saturday night, 2 o'clock in the morning, because she was like, couldn't breathe, was like sick and throwing up, and yeah, drama. There's been a lot of drama on the weekend. I'm so tired. Anyways, we shall see. She'll move home, maybe she won't. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Life. Never dull, is it? Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, she moves home. She's going to have to get a car because everybody's working and we've only got 2, and now there's 3 of us right now trying to fight over cars. And yeah, and then she's going to want a car, and yeah. Good times. Anyways, so how's your knitting going? Are you on panic? Are you in crazy Christmas panic mode of knitting? I probably need to be, because how many days have we got left? Not a whole lot. Oh my God, it's Tuesday. So it's literally 2 weeks today is Christmas Day. Okay, yeah, I need to panic. So last minute quickies for knitting. I was thinking about this. Obviously hats are fabulous because you can almost do it in a night if the yarn's chunky enough, almost, if you're quick. The other one was this cool little bandana, like it's kind of like a cowl, but it's sort of bandana style. And that's a free pattern on Purl Soho. I think it's just called Bandana Cowl. These are probably not so quick, at least not for me. I'm not a quick sock knitter, but these are chunky yarn. It's James Brett. Look at the colors, aren't they great? James Brett Chunky Marble Chunky. And these are hiking socks. by Pattons, and it's called Pull Up Your Socks. Yeah. And surprisingly, this blanket, now that I've finally gotten the hang of knitting with nunchucks, that's what I'm going to call them. It's just moss stitch. I think it was like 35 stitches. It's not very many, but this blanket, there's only 2 balls in it so far, but like this totally can be a blanket. I'm going to totally block it and stretch the stuffing out of it. Because look, it's blankety. And I'm going to put 1 more ball. This much here is 1 ball. And so I'm on the second one, almost done, and I think a 3rd one. So, and it literally would collapse up enough. I don't know, you might be able to wear it as a shawl. You could do lots of things with this. We just had a customer in. So, look, it's Bun Bun. Say hi. That little nose. She's got her ears down flat to her head because I think she's a little cold. It's snowing out today, and because of her molting, she's got these bare patches. So for the first time in probably her life, she's probably like, it's cold. Isn't it, Bun Bun? I know, it's tough. She's just like, I don't like it. It's chilly. She's in shivering on stuff, so I've turned up the heat. This rabbit is so spoiled. I spent probably more on air conditioning, keeping it extra cool this summer because we didn't want her overheating, and now it's like, oh, poor baby. But we got 2 big bags of floof out of you, didn't we? It must be like 50 grams or something. I don't know. There's a hefty amount. You still have lots of mats on your feet, though. This little foot, but we actually can see your feet for the first time, eh, Bun Bun? Good girl. Yes. And the romaine lettuce is back, so she's happy. She gets her romaine. When she gets pet, she loves it when people sit on the floor with her and she'll bounce right up to you. And then when you start rubbing here, just this right on the forehead, right on the nose, she just turns into this puddle. She gets lower and lower and spreads out, and she'll even like let her legs splay out behind her. It's like the sweet spot on the bunny, isn't it, girl? You're getting flat just now. I guess it's like a defense thing too. That's what they do. They get very flat. Squish underneath things. Hey, baby girl. Oh, yes. And you still got mats in your cheeks, I know. But you don't like getting trimmed around your face, which is a problem because then you can't see. Well, so this is going to be Vlogmas day 10 and 11, I guess, mooshed together, since I couldn't put it up last night because of the internet issues we were having. Oh, if you're in need or looking for a location to get the rulers, the, where are they? The wristband, or wrist rulers. I just got in a whole stock of them. So I have like baby blue and teal. Teal's kind of cool. Let's see, baby blue. They roll them inside out, so that's the teal. We got teal. Hot pink you've seen. That we've seen. They're right on the back of them because they're different size inches. So there's like a 15-inch, 16-inch, 17-inch, which is sort of the bigger one. I didn't get into 18, 19 because those are really, really big, and unlikely that there's going to be too many people that need that size. This one I like. This is the light blue. And I don't know, some of the leathers are thinner than others. Like the silver, the metallics are quite thin. And this one seems a lot thinner, the light blue, baby blue. It's called baby blue. Yeah. And there's also gray.
Just blocking that wall off for you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much.
Bun Bun.
And there's the gray.
Look at you. Aren't you just too sweet for words?
What a good bunny,
Yes,
aren't you?
are.
She's a little chilly, so I'm holding her.
She's so cute. Hi.
Look at the nose going on.
Does she stay here at night?
She does, yeah.
By herself?
Yep.
She doesn't mind that?
Well, she doesn't seem to.
Does she have a little...
She has a little siesta in the office. She hangs out in the office and just chills out, relaxes.
Ah, so cute.
We're open 7 days a week, so she's always got somebody in.
Yes. I so desperately want to buy more yarn. And
that was just Angela, who's one of our sample knitters. She knit up some socks for me and just brought in the little extra bits of yarn because we're always finding stuff to do with scrappy bits of yarn. We have actually a woman who's looking for donations if you're in the area of any yarn, any little balls, little bits and bops. She likes making scrappy hats for charity, so it doesn't care what, if it's wool, if it's acrylic. She sort of mixes it all up and makes these kind of fun hats and stuff. So we have a donation box here, so if anyone wants to drop off those scrappy little bits of yarn that you have, doesn't matter the thickness, anything, she'll take anything. So we just keep filling it up, and she comes every couple weeks and picks it up. So yeah, if you ever need to get yarn that you don't want, most yarn stores, I have a feeling we probably all do the same thing, where we take the yarn in and we have donations we give out. Sometimes they're doing like our local charity, Reaching for Rainbows. They work with girls who are at risk on ages 6 up to 14, and we've given them yarn because they do knitting stuff projects with the girls. The youth group, they've done March break classes. Same with the library. There's always somebody looking for crafty bits, that's for sure. So I'm always trying to get a collection going because we have lots of crafty people that end up with little bits of stuff that they don't need anymore. So there's always somebody who wants it. And I also take in donations of old knitting magazines, and we just give them back for free. So it's sort of like bring one, drop one. Take one, drop. Take one, bring one, take one. I can't get my words right. Right now I think I don't have very many, but I think I've got 4 or 5, maybe 6 of them. And then we just keep trading them and keep cycling them through. And I mean, some of the old magazines are, the 80s was bad with shoulder pads, but these ones are actually only from 2016, I think, so they're not even that old. And sometimes some of the ladies who go visit their moms in the seniors apartments and stuff will take them, even though they aren't really knitting anymore, they can't knit because of arthritis or whatever, we still love looking at a good old craft magazine, don't we? So they take them and bring them back when they can. So we've sort of had a huge amount of secondhand magazines, and we're dwindled down to not too many at this point, but that's okay. They come, they go. It's all cyclical, right? Round and round. Anyways, so we have 14 days to Christmas. Yeah, till Christmas Day. So, you know, the panic is technically 13 days because you have to have it all done and wrapped and under the tree Christmas Eve. We don't put any presents under the tree until Christmas Eve because our dog Milo, the wiener dog, has a thing. He loves presents and he thinks most of them are his. It's our own fault, admitted. We always give him wrapped presents, and he unwraps them and goes crazy wrapping presents. So if you have presents under the tree, he actually recognizes the scent of most of his stuff, like, because it smells like Milo toys. He will go through and kind of open the ends of presents under the trees when we've tried to leave presents, and he gets in there rustling around. He can't wait for Christmas. He's such a goofball. It's like having a 2-year-old. So yeah, no presents go out till Christmas Eve, and we all have to watch the dog because he, Christmas morning, is in there underneath the tree and just rifling around and pulling presents out that are small enough that he can drag out and trying to open them. I'll probably get some video of that because it is beyond funny watching him get so excited. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Happy Christmas season. And enjoy the weather. Even if it's snowing, it's pretty. It's snowing right now. Everything is getting snow covered. They keep coming and plowing the sidewalks like the snow. Talk to you later. That tastes good, Bun Bun. Good lettuce. It's good to have the romaine lettuce back, isn't it?